Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 111. My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Well, I hurt myself doing that. Welcome back. So this is Binary 7. Okay. Yeah, Binary 7. 111. For all you nerds out there. There's 10 people in the world. Those that understand binary and those that don't. There you go. There's a programmer joke for you.
It's a great binary joke. Brilliant.
It's one of the best binary jokes in the world.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It is, yeah.
Are you going to tell the lovely viewers and listeners about the logo at the beginning? Might notice slightly different.
That I spruced it up.
Yeah.
I did a bit of colour.
You broke it. You lost it. You have to quickly recreate it.
So I wanted to add bleed in and out times because we didn't have enough. Like I've got bleed in and out times of all the other logos that we do, but not the intro and the outro ones. And so I've got to be like really fast. And sometimes I miss it. And so you'll get one of us at the end going like so, and I've got to cut it out at the end. So it's a bit of a pain. So I was going to remake them. Oh, sorry, I wasn't going to remake them. I was going to redo them. So I'm looking for the introduction one. Couldn't find it. I found the outro one, but I couldn't find the intro one, so I had to rebuild that. But it takes like 2 minutes to do it. It's not a huge big thing. It's just a wee animation at the start. But
we must rebuild.
I did a bit of color. Yeah, I did a bit of color. Used the copper black font, which is made famous by Garfield. That's the one that he used to use. But it's the one that's quite popular. It's almost as popular as Helvetica. I'm a bit of a typeface nerd. Like I like nice typefaces. People would argue that Cooper Black is probably not a good typeface, but I like it. I think it's a fun typeface. So I decided to use that instead of God, I can't remember what was used. Garmando condensed or something. I can't remember what it was. Gourmand. It was not a good color anyway. Anyhow, how are you?
Anyway, let's stop talking about typefaces.
That's right. Yes, I'll just go back.
You could go on quite a long time about typefaces.
Yeah.
But let's just nip that one in the bud.
I'll just stick to drinking my pint of wine.
What is that?
Ribena.
Nice.
Loves me some Ribena. That or lemon barley water. We've got quite a bit of news actually. Not us. We don't have any news other than the fact we changed the intros and outros. So, WandaVision tomorrow night. Don't forget episode 8. 5 o'clock EST or 10 o'clock GMT, as they say in Britain. Then we're going to be doing that with James tomorrow night. So we're going to do a reaction video. WandaVision episode 8. It was a good episode on Friday. I don't know if you caught it.
It was a very, very solid. Yep. It was.
But that was not the biggest news for Disney Plus.
No,
because the biggest news for Disney Plus was
Star was released.
It was indeed. Did you get a chance to?
Say?
Yeah, we're just going straight into the news now. We don't have a. I need to get a little. It's the news.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the news. But we don't have that yet.
Aye.
But we just imagine that happened. I didn't have time to do it this week, but yeah, I'll do it for next week. That's my homework for next week, sir.
I know. I don't need to do anything. It's great.
You just turn up.
You just turn up.
You're the talent. That's what it is.
Am I? Jeez, we're in trouble. Yes.
I'm just sitting here pushing buttons, man.
Disney Plus Star was released. Was that on Friday that came out?
23rd it was. So it was the Tuesday. It was a weird day to release things, but that's an IT thing. Things get released on Tuesdays.
Yeah. I did. We had a wee look at it. We watched a couple of things. We watched Independence Day. And we watched the Betty Davis, Joan Crawford thing. No, is it Joan Crawford?
Wait.
Betty Davis.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
No, it's like a dramatization of when they got together to do
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Oh, really? What's that called?
Yeah. Bet and Joan, I think.
Is it?
I think. Yeah, and it's Susan Sarandon playing Betty Davis.
Okay.
Pretty good cast. And it's on Disney. Is it called Disney Star?
Disney Star, yeah.
What is it?
It's Star, but it's on Disney Plus. I think the full name is like the full like proper professional name is Disney Plus Star, but I think we just call it Star. So it's an extra badge. So oh, I'm not logged in. Darn it.
So now you've got when you open Disney Plus and you click on your icon, it gives you an option to create a code.
A PIN, yeah.
Doesn't it? PIN
That's
number.
right, yeah.
Now, because there's more adult stuff on there, so you want the kiddies to stay away from it.
Yes.
But Danny knows what my PIN number is because I use it for everything, so he's like straight on there. He's like, oh, Deadpool. Oh.
Deadpool, yeah. Which is part of the Marvel bit. So when you go to Marvel, it says Deadpool, which is nice. And Logan's on there now as well.
Was it?
Yes, it is.
That's worth watching. Oh,
yep.
That's brilliant. Oh, that's a great film.
So Deadpool and Logan. All the Die Hards are on there, except I don't know about Die Hard 5. I didn't see Die Hard 5, but certainly 1 through 4 is on there, which is fine because that's the only ones you ever need to watch and just ignore 2. It's not as good as the other ones. Third one's the best one. Fight me. And Zardoz is on there. Zardoz is on there. Yep.
Sean Connery in Mad Pants.
I watched it. Sean Connery running about in a pair of red nappies. John Boorman, Charlie Boorman's dad, directed it and wrote it, sung the theme tune, produced it, all that kind of stuff. His wife did the costumes. Must have run out of fabric.
She must have liked Sean Connery a lot.
Yes, that's right.
But to have him running about like that.
The trick is, it was the Wizard of Oz the whole time. It was a man in a mask.
Yeah.
It's all a lie. It's crystals all the way down, wavelengths and stuff. I watched it. It's truly a terrible movie. It's really bad.
Oh, is that you quoting?
No, that's actually that's me quoting directly from Zardoz.
All right, okay.
He's a brutal. Oh, so bad.
I'm not going to watch that.
No, don't.
That's like the first thing you go to on when I got Disney Plus. The first thing I did was watch The Black Hole, right? And then I was thoroughly disappointed. And the first thing you did with Disney Star went to Zardoz.
Zardoz, yeah. I did watch other things.
Disappointed?
I'm not with Disney Plus. Sam's elated because it's the entire back catalogue of Family Guy and American Dad, which is like 2 of my favorite shows. So that's on Disney Plus now. Annoyingly, one of the sitcoms that isn't on it, and they keep just picking away at it, is Malcolm in the Middle, which is a fantastic sitcom, and I'm pretty sure it was produced by Touchstone Television for 20th Century Fox. So there's absolutely no excuse for it not to be on that service because Disney owns both those things, Touchstone and 20th Century Fox now. They mention it several times in WandaVision, and it's not on Disney Star. Is it on Disney Star in the UK?
I'm not checked, but Indiana Jones is still not on it.
Again, Paramount, Jody. Paramount. Do you want to know everything? Well, I'm not going to go through everything that's on Disney Star, but there's let me just share my screen here. I can share my.
I don't go through everything because there's crisis.
No, we'll be there for ages. Aye. So this is
mostly old stuff, mostly old classic movies.
Yep. So there's 127 hours, 28 days later, 28 weeks.
Zoom in a bit to that, Chris.
Oh, really?
Zoom into that. God, aye.
There you go. Not better.
Wait a minute, are the Alien movies on there?
Yes, they are, and all the Predators as well.
Oh, you're kidding me! Paid for one the other day there.
Oh no way!
On Friday. Didn't know that.
Alien,
Oh, no
Alien
way.
Resurrection, Alien versus Predator, Alien Covenant, Alien 3, Aliens,
Wow.
Alien versus Predator Requiem,
Wow. Well, the
Another Earth.
UK one as well.
I believe so, yeah. The A-Team, which we were going to watch the other night there, and we didn't, but we watched something else which is much better.
How do you know they're all on there? Because, well, I know that's the website, but when you go to their is there a way of going alphabetically through all the movies?
I know
It
that
only shows you a small amount. Only shows
I
you a
know.
small amount.
So
under
the interface and the discoverability is terrible. Like Disney Plus
Aye.
and Prime Video are awful at that. You can't find
Yeah.
anything, and Netflix is getting pretty bad as well. But that's another story.
Yeah.
Black Swan's on there. This is us just at the bees. Borat, Buffy the Vampire Slayer's on there. Basically, there's a lot of
Chronicle, that's a
20th
good
century.
film.
Ooh, Cocoon the Return.
Chronicle, that's a good film.
The Commando.
As in Arnie.
What happened
Gets with the chopper.
what happened to Sully? I had to let him go.
I like you. I'll kill you last.
Remember I said I'd kill you last? I lied. So bad. Macbeth.
I'll be back.
Deception. Deep Rising. Devil Wears Prada. Dude, Where's My Car?
Ed Wood.
Classic. Ed Wood, yep. Encino Man, which is California Man in the UK. I think the Omen movies are in here as well. The Fly.
Are they?
Yeah. Let me see. Omen. Independence Day, you mentioned Judge Dredd.
God, half these movies are ones that we've paid for recently. None bloody.
Well, you should go in there and search.
Yeah,
Omen.
The Omen.
The Omen, yep.
Yeah.
Paper Towns, Planet of the Apes, both of them. All the Predator movies, Pretty Woman, Prometheus.
Can you go back to the Omen? The Omen there, was that the original or was that the remake?
Both.
I see 2006. They've got both.
Both of them. Office Space, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Notorious, Robin Hood, Men in Tights,
that's a good film.
Rushmore, The Rock, Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights,
Signs, that's a good film.
Signs, yeah, Sixth Sense,
Well, tons of good stuff.
Spy Hard, Stakeout.
I had no idea.
Another Stakeout as well is on there. Taken 1, 2, and 3. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which is a fantastic movie. Both Frances McDormand and Sam Rockwell are fantastic in that. The
Titan
Three Stooges,
AE, which is Titan AE, which is the Don Bluth movie, I think.
I think it is, yeah.
Dragon's Lair fans.
Yep. The Three Stooges, which is not that bad.
I liked it.
It's not hilarious, but it's not that bad. The Transporter 1 and 2, they were quite good movies. V.I. Warshawski, good grief. There's a
Kathleen Turner, sorry, not Kennedy.
Yeah. War of the Roses, that's a good movie. The Water Boy. X-Files. Oh yeah, we watched an X-Files episode as well. Right. And of course the last one, Zardoz. They made it from a fairy tale.
So to find those movies...
Oh, by the way, that's just the movies.
Type them in.
So there's 500 movies with it, and there's 150 TV shows, which includes all of this.
Jeez, I don't know any of them.
Oh, if you haven't, you should watch this.
Right.
So it's 20-minute long episodes. It's a musical, right? But don't let that put you off. It's a fantastic thing. It's oh God, what's his name? The guy from Psych is in it. The lead detective, Timothy Omundson. The guy from Community.
Aye.
The guy that goes pop pop. Magnitude.
I never watched it. Never watched Community.
He's the announcer in the Harry Potter movies as well. He's in it. Vinnie Jones is in it as well.
Is he?
It's a great show. yeah, a whole bunch of other things in here. Last Man Standing, MASH, the entire show, Blossom,
Good. Remember that.
Salem, not Salem's Lot though. Samantha Who, Scrubs. I watched the pilot episode of Scrubs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wayward Pines is good, actually.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Wayward
I think
Pines.
that was the one with
as well.
Matt. Oh God. Guy that was in Something About Mary.
Oh yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Matt.
Anyway, it's good. That is
that
good.
guy.
Aye, that is good. That. Very good.
Yeah, Matt. What the hell was that guy's name?
That's terrible. Pure brain
Matt
fart.
Dillon. Good grief.
Matt Dillon. Jeez, oh man.
Whatever happened to Matt Dillon?
Shocking. Bloody shocking.
I know. Terrible.
Yeah. So, how do you find those? You just need to type in.
So when it got released West Coast first, I guess, or there was something anyway. You couldn't see it in the bottom thing. So it's it's got like the 5 things. It's got Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic, and Disney. It's got those along there. You couldn't see it, but you could search for it and you could watch them. So you could search for Family Guy and you would take you to the Family Guy page and you could watch any episode you wanted. But it wasn't until until the morning that they actually added the badge to it. So you could search for it the previous night, but you couldn't see it. So
there you go. It's there. Looks good.
It's thing. It's certainly
content.
It's certainly made Netflix a little less likely to be used in our house. Because they're basically losing content. Netflix. They don't have all the content that's in there. So
Disney owns all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's their stuff, so they can put it on there.
Netflix don't own their stuff.
No, I mean they own the Netflix originals, which is good stuff, by the way. There's a lot of good content on there. But I remember a quote years ago from the CEO of HBO at the time saying that it's a race for HBO to become Netflix before Netflix becomes HBO. And between the two of those companies, I think that that's a good statement. But the only thing that the HBO has got slightly ahead of Netflix is that HBO has access to all the DC stuff, whereas Netflix doesn't.
Yeah.
So Netflix is going to have to start buying IP. I think that's what going to have to do now. It's like they're going to have to own like a beloved comic book series or something before
but take things over. They're already in tons of debt, so I don't know how they're going to do that.
Well, I know exactly, yeah. I mean, it's how long is this going to last? The Netflix thing going to last?
I don't know.
I mean, it could end up that they end up being a production company.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Anyway.
Moving on. So, WandaVision ends next week. It's the 9th episode, 9th and final episode of this season. Will there be more seasons? We don't know. Kevin Feige hasn't rolled it out. He's saying that the events that are in this season lead on to the Multiverse of Madness, which is the new Doctor Strange movie. So who knows? However, a couple of weeks later, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier starts in March, March the 19th, which is about 2 weeks after the end of WandaVision. So we've only got 2 weeks to wait until the next Marvel thing, the next reaction video series that we do, which will be Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, Are you interested in Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Of course I am. I wonder how long the episodes will be for. If they'll be longer, or
I don't know.
You know, I mean, obviously, WandaVision's been more of a sitcom length. But to me, this looks more movie-ish from the trailers. Falcon Winter Soldier.
Do you think it might be?
And it looks more Marvel, you know, traditional Marvel movie style.
Yeah.
So maybe 50-minute long episodes, maybe.
An hour and 50-minute long episodes.
No, an hour or 50-minute.
Oh right, okay, right, an hour long episode. In which case, it's probably only going to be 6 episodes. That would be my guess.
Probably, I think so. Yeah,
because there's about 6 hours of content in WandaVision. How are you liking the weekly episodes?
I like it. I think it's a talking point as well. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah,
you know, it's the same as Mando. Same as Mando was, you know. I still think Mando's got the edge over WandaVision, though. But I think WandaVision's had more talking points, though, all the way through. Whereas has it? I think it's the keep you guessing type thing, because it's the thread of the story kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas WandaVision was more of a every episode you're like, whoa, what, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas there were kind of big moments in Mando, but you knew the story was going to be. There was no surprises in the story really, apart from Luke Skywalker turned up. But,
yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. Sorry, we'll bleep that out. I'm not going to bleep that.
If you don't know that by now, something wrong with you.
Come on, why have you not been watching it?
Yeah.
I like the weekly thing. I think it's so I watched Kevin James's comedy The Crew, which is on Netflix. They just dumped all 10 episodes on the Monday, I think it was, and I watched it. Yeah, and I watched it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and just blasted right through it. And it was okay. It's enjoyable. It does the usual thing where it ends in a cliffhanger. So it's like, you know, what will happen next season? And now you got to wait an entire new season, an entire new year for that to happen. And it's a bit kind of, I don't know. It feels. Do you know what it feels like? It feels. The way that Disney's doing it, it feels much more of like a weekly event, like regular television, except you got like that kind of TiVo. You've basically got a VCR in the cloud. So if you miss it on the Friday, you can watch it on the Saturday or the Sunday, no questions asked. And then Monday morning, it's you're standing around the cooler talking to your mates about, oh, did you catch WandaVision at the weekend? And you have that chat, and there's much more of a spectacle. Whereas if you dump an entire season, people are going to binge watch it, and then that's going to be it done. And then you don't have that hype building up. You don't have that. Oh, did you catch episode? Oh, wait till you get to episode 2, and it just kind of loses it a little bit. I much prefer those episodes weekly.
Yeah. Plus the fact that they've stretched that conversation, that watercolor conversation. Not that we're having that because of lockdown, but that watercolor conversation over 9 weeks as opposed to 1 week of blasting
9 days.
And we're all watching it. 9 weeks. I'm stretching it to 9 weeks because it's every week, once a week for 9 episodes. And we're all watching it at the same time as well. So, do you know what I mean? Whereas you could be watching your show 1 week, then the next week I'm blasting it, and everybody's all over the place with it. Whereas we're all at the same place, we're all at the same bit. That's
kind of what they're doing, though, is that they're basically. Whereas Netflix has got that, you know, you can watch it anytime you want, you can binge it, you can do what you want, it's your show, is empowering in one way, but also we're losing a bit of that. I don't want to get a bit, you know, but we're losing a bit of that human connection where you can have all these conversations that go around TV shows and mythology and all that kind of stuff that you have or that we used to have, and we don't get anymore because everybody's just binging a TV show. It's like, oh, I watched House of Cards over the weekend there, and it's like, okay, great. I haven't watched it yet. Now we have nothing to talk about.
I know.
You know, at least
part of
there's
me
something
loves
to talk about on Monday morning.
Part of me loves that binge thing. For if I'm really into something, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But I do like this. I think it's good that Disney are doing it this way.
Yeah.
Stretching it out makes sense to them as well.
Oh, absolutely. Because, and this leads, we're still in the news segment. This leads quite neatly onto the dovetailing that they've done, where you're going to get Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They're going out March 19th, which is a couple of weeks after that. By the time their run finishes, that's just in time for Bad Batch to start, which is May the 4th, unsurprisingly. They've chosen May the 4th because, Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. So they're releasing Bad Batch on that day. And when that ends, Loki starts in June, the 11th. So all of these series just move on one to one to one to one, from the one to the next. So I think that's really, really clever the way that they're scheduling these programs. Is you've always got something new.
The one I'm worried about is Falcon and Winter Soldier, actually. If that's going to be that's the one that's least quirky. Right?
Yeah.
Loki looks quite quirky. Wanda's obviously quirky. Mando has proven. But the only one that Falcon and Winter Soldier worries me a little bit because it's very traditional Marvel.
Yeah.
Down the line buddy type thing,
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel a bit like that.
It might be cliched.
But maybe we need a Freebie McBean and his best friend Bear type thing.
Yeah,
maybe we need that kind of buddy.
That's a hell of a reference, Sloan.
It is a hell of a reference.
all you fans of that.
All you fans of the Trucker film.
Whatever.
BJ McKay and his best friend Bear. Why would he call a chimpanzee Bear? It makes no sense. Played by Greg Evigan. Not the bear, the trucker, BJ McKay. Yeah. The one that the Loki one looks like visually it feels like a continuation almost of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of like big sets kind of feel to it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And kind of leading on to that, we watched Thor Ragnarok the other day there. Oh, what a great wee movie that is.
Oh, it's brilliant. Totally brilliant. Love it.
So much comedy in it and but not playing it for laughs. It's good.
That's great. Really great. Such a fun film.
Yeah. Anyway, sticking with superheroes. Hey, guess what?
What?
They're going to reboot Superman again.
What? With Nicolas Cage?
No. Oh, that'd be great. No.
Yeah.
No. It is.
They're not recasting Superman, are they?
Well, if it's a reboot, then yeah. I'm going to. Sorry, I apologize in advance. I'm going to butcher this guy's name. Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing a new Superman film for DC and Warner Brothers. So he has some good credits. What has he worked on before? Yeah, he wrote for the Captain. He wrote Captain America and Black Panther comic books. So he's got a bit of superhero writing chops. However, the production company attached to do this movie, Bad Robot.
Oh, I heard this. It's going to be JJ that's doing it. He's developing it. Yeah. That's right.
Superman. He flies now.
Is he just getting dragged in to reboot everything now?
Please stop. Somebody stop. He's
Star
not
Trek, Star Wars.
He's not Steven Spielberg. He's He's a bad photocopy of Steven Spielberg. Okay? He's not.
He's good. Come on.
Okay, name one
Super
good
8.
movie. Okay,
Super
which
8.
is a homage to
Steven Spielberg. What's your point?
I think you just made my point for me. I'm just saying that there's people out there that do things a little bit better than him.
The Duffer Brothers.
For a start. Let's take Steven Spielberg and smush them together, and we'll come up with this thing called the Stranger Things. Not the Stranger Things. I don't know. First of all, it's Superman.
I like him.
It's the first 3 Superman movies were great. The rest of them have been not good. Like Man of Steel was just abysmal. I did not like that movie at all.
No.
I thought Michael Shannon was great as Zod. I don't have a problem with him as Zod. I thought he was really good, but it's Michael Shannon. It's like the guy, the guy could read the phone book and he'd be great.
He's brilliant.
I mean, he's not.
He's great. Did you ever see that movie, Midnight Special? Michael Shannon was in. It's a little kid with powers.
Yes, kind of. I saw bits of it, and I saw that. Does he not like get shot, like fatally wounded at the end of that movie? He's in Chinatown. What? How old is that movie? How old is that movie?
Not that old.
Midnight Special, 2006. It's a 5-year-old movie.
2006?
2016, sorry. Adam Driver's in it.
Aye.
What?
I don't remember him in it, but could be.
Aye, Adam Driver.
He might have been the FBI guy.
I don't know.
Anyway, very good film.
Okay.
We are digressing.
Yes. Anyway.
But but I don't know, man. It can't be any worse than. Did you ever see that Death of Superman, the Tim Burton version that would never get made with Nick Cage was going to star in it?
Yeah, it looked really bad.
Crazy. Did you watch that documentary about?
No, never saw
the ideas were for that.
No.
And the producers were wanting to have Superman not wearing the Superman outfit and all that, and that's an absolute car crash. It was nuts. So hopefully there'll be none of that.
Yeah.
In it.
See,
it'll be straight down the line.
The problem with Superman is the same thing that Marvel's got with Captain Marvel. They're too powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I mean, you just need one of them. You don't need all the superheroes. The whole point of this.
Spoilers, but they did kill him in Justice League.
Well, they didn't, but.
No, sorry, not in Justice League.
At the end of Batman versus Superman.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Killed him.
But he comes back.
Spoilers.
These are old movies. I've not even seen them. I don't care. But yeah, it's just it's the nice thing about the Avengers is the fact they're flawed individuals, but when they come together as a team, as a unit, they can do great things. Or we just send in Superman / Captain Marvel and she does it for us. Yay!
Yeah.
It's not. You're not really getting that kind of humanity can overcome kind of thing that you get with it. It's considering as well that both Captain Marvel and Superman are kind of aliens. I know that Captain Marvel's a human, but she's got like that weird stuff coursing through her. She's kind of alien as well. So
yeah, that is a problem.
Please send complaints to Jody at superkellybros.com. What? Sorry.
That is a problem. Obviously that's all powerful and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they'll bring. They'll just reference the comic books. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Excelsior.
A lot of good stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Finally, PlayStation announced no announcement, but they're working on VR for PlayStation 5. It's like sitting in an office. This is great.
That is painful.
It's really sore.
I can't actually move now. I can't go back.
I just realised I kind of look a bit like the owl from from Watchmen.
It's a little bit disturbing.
Like the new one, you know, the out of shape.
That hurts.
It really does.
Hurts. I've not done that for a long time.
Anyway,
it's the things you haven't done. Also, if you've got a parka and you've got a windy day, trying to get that back up and make it into a big sail again. You know, over your kind of head with it and catch the wind.
Yeah,
don't
force that because you'll probably hear a noise, and that'll be your shoulders going out.
Exactly.
Out the socket.
Sore.
Anyway, PlayStation VR is coming to PlayStation 5 at some point in the future. Yep. No other announcement other than we're working on it. It feels like a spoiler thing that they're doing where it's like, hey, Xbox, are you going to work in VR? Because we did it. We're not releasing it right now, but we did it.
Aye, but is Xbox going to be doing augmented, or is it going to be...
It's too expensive.
Is it? I thought it'd be augmented glass thing. No.
I don't know.
I would go for that, you know, and you've got your room turns into the game space.
Yeah.
You get stuff climbing out your walls and you're shooting at them and stuff.
God, no. That's a nightmare fuel, Jody.
I'd like that. I would like that. It'd be mental.
Okay.
That's pretty nuts.
Shall we... again, we don't have a transitional this week in television
news.
What have you been watching? What have you been up to?
Well, we watched quite bad parenting. We watched Aliens on Friday and movie night.
Did you score out all the swear words?
With black pen across
across the. Right, we need to watch this with the subtitles.
Yeah.
It's good black pen marks on the wall now.
It's actually not. I think we chose wisely though, because I think if we watched Alien, that's too intense. The first one is
right. Sorry, I thought you said Alien. Sorry, that was my.
No. The first one I felt that's too.
It's a horror story.
Yeah, and the second one's more actiony, with a little pepper in a swearing, but not too bad. And there's no way that needs to be an 18. That's an 18. That movie.
Is it?
Aliens.
It's probably should only be a 15.
Yeah, definitely.
They're gonna come in here and be like, "Game over, man! Game over!"
He's so good in it.
Really good.
I've forgotten all. You know, I hadn't forgotten those bits, but I forgot how good those bits were when he flips. You know, Bill Paxton.
He's just sitting
yeah, it's great. Yeah, we loved it. Really loved it. Again, it holds up actually. You know, even Danny was saying the special effects and stuff were still good on it. And things, you know. Yeah, it really held up.
Is it because there's not that many CGI effects and it's all practical in camera effects?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Because now when you're looking back at CGI movies, they're so dated. So dated.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll find out. Yeah, right enough. But that's exactly it. It's because it was practical stuff, so it still looks good, you know. And Danny's looking at it, going, "Oh, these effects are amazing. They're all done in camera."
Yeah, that's because there's somebody standing there going like that with a puppet. But which is interesting because they are going back to practical effects and using CGI to basically erase puppetry. Yeah. Which is interesting because they did that. I watched the mini documentary about L337. You know, the Phoebe Waller-Bridge character from that, and they put her in the suit, and so she was on set, like
that's right.
L337.
Yeah, that's right.
Which spells out.
It's the same as BB-8. A lot of that was, you know, puppetry.
Yeah,
and they scrubbed out the guy that was doing them,
and obviously
from behind.
Grogu as well. A lot of his stuff is all like there's the green wire coming in to move his hand.
I think you can tell he's a puppet though.
I don't. Do you know what? I don't mind that though, because I don't mind either.
I don't mind either.
Back to Yoda.
Aye.
But there's some
obviously
neat little things where there's one where Mando's got his hand like that around Grogu, and Grogu's holding his thumb like that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
tears in his eyes, I guess.
Yeah.
No, shut up!
Yeah.
You're crying.
Yes, we watched that. Me and Evelyn watched News of the World. It's
Tom Hanks,
Sir Thomas of Hanks
Uh-huh.
doing what he does,
Tim Honks,
and quite a good movie actually.
He's a newspaper baron. He releases movies in the
no,
Sunday Times, and
no,
he gets in trouble for hacking in people's phones.
No, it's not the Piers Morgan story.
Right,
It is. It's about this. It's a kind of It's a western, and he goes around town to town reading the news to people who I'm assuming can't read. By the time, surely by the time he gets to this, it must be really old news. By the time he gets to these places, but anyway. And but there's this a girl that he stumbles across who's an orphan, and he has to take her back to where I think she was attacked. Her family were attacked by Indians, and the Indians took her to bring her up as their own. And then I'm saying I think somehow she ended
Did
up.
you watch this movie?
Somehow she ends up on her
Did
own.
Tom Hanks describe this movie to you?
He read it to me. It's right at the beginning. I must have kind of nodded off. It is a wee bit slow, but so am I. So. Yeah, but it was pretty slow. But there are some tense moments in it.
Okay.
So overall, pretty good. Good old Tommy. He never fails.
Oh well. You haven't seen The Terminal, have you?
No, that's true.
You should watch The Terminal.
Yeah, maybe.
Swing and a miss.
Maybe.
A very rare swing.
I don't think I will watch it, to be honest with you. It never really.
I think you should.
I know you watched it. But...
No, I think you should. It's punishment. For something. I don't know.
I'm not going to.
I think it's something you've done wrong and then watch The Terminal.
I'm not watching it.
Do you know who's in it?
Tom Hanks.
Yes. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it as well. And not Pedro Pascal's in it. I can't remember the guy's name. Cassian Andor.
Oh, all right. Okay. Is he in it?
Yeah, he's in it. Diego Luna.
Right.
That's him.
Aye.
He's in
it. He'll always be Pedro to me.
That's right. No, he won't.
No. And I'm trying to think what else we've been watching. We've been watching. Not quite finished that Behind Her Eyes. I don't know if you started watching that.
No, I haven't. No, that's the one about the psychologist secretary that has a fancy for him but befriends the wife as well.
That's right. There's more to it than that. Actually, it's a wee bit trippy.
That was the blurb.
A little bit trippy. Aye.
Okay.
Which is good. I like.
So Zardo is.
And I think we're only. Well, they've not got the costumes, but it's trippy. It's good, actually. I'd recommend it. Mm-hmm. I think we're one episode away from the end as well.
Okay.
Things are all starting to tie in, and all that stuff.
Nice. We watched Thor Ragnarok. Mentioned that. So now that we've got access to the entire, it feels like the entire 20th Century Fox back catalogue, but there's obviously a lot of movies that are not on there because there's 500 movies. I'm pretty sure Fox has done more than 500 movies. We did watch The Watch, which is
is that the comedy neighborhood watch thing?
Yeah. Vince Vaughn, Jonah Hill, and Ben Stiller, and Richard Ayoade is in it as well.
Yes, that's right.
He turns up and he's hilarious in it.
He is.
It's a good fun movie. It's very crude, but it's still fun. It's set around a local Costco, and it becomes the epicenter of an alien invasion.
Yeah.
There you go. And
Yeah.
it's got some nice things in it. Will Forte's in it as well, and his partner in crime from Last Man on Earth is in it as well. And he plays Chucho. Those are
It's a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's good. So
sorry. Can I just butt in? I forgot one more thing. One more. I know you like Columbo. One more thing. Long Shot. Watch that. A wee 40 minute Sloan crime thing.
Okay.
Right? About a guy. Have you seen it?
No.
It's about a guy that was accused of murder, and he said that he was at a Dodgers baseball game.
Okay.
And it's only 40 minutes. I think there might be drone shots in it, but it's only 40 minutes.
So
and it's
this is about as long
still
as
too long.
The Cecil Hotel could have been 40 minutes. It's still too long.
I know.
Is it that bad?
Arguably.
So
Arguably.
Do you know what we should do? And we obviously can't because we'd end up getting a copyright strike, but we should edit these things down until it's like a suitable 20-minute episode of like 22 minutes. That's all you need for something.
Non-repetitive stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just take out all the cruft and they just have the bit, and they don't say the same thing over and over again.
40 minutes long.
That's terrible.
Anyway, thought I'd throw that one in.
So we watched a couple of spy movies this weekend. We watched Spy, which is Melissa McCarthy, Jason Statham.
Aye.
Miranda Hart is in it as well. Jude Law's in it, yeah. And Rose Byrne as well. It's a funny movie. It's again a little bit crude,
actually,
but yeah, it's funny. It's on Disney Plus.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
all of the movies I watched this week are on Disney Plus. So if you're looking for the movies I watched this week, Disney Plus is your place to go.
Do you think Danny would be able to watch that one?
Oh God,
too crude?
No. There's erect things in parts of it.
Oh really?
Yes. Mm-hmm. No, it's not.
No, then.
It's the same thing as The Watch. You can't watch The Watch either.
It's a shame.
And then again, we watched last night. We watched the Kingsman Secret Service, which is also on
yes, very
Disney
good.
Plus. With
Taron
Egerton.
Is that the sequel?
No, the first one. The other one's
the sequel.
No,
the first one.
The other one's a Golden Circle or something.
So it is.
Yeah, it's still a good movie.
Oh, I liked it. I thought both movies were good actually. But do you not think they were overly crude as well? A little bit, the humour.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the end of the end of the first one?
Yes.
When he describes what he's going to do to a lady. At the end of the first one or the second one? Maybe the second one actually.
It says, when I come back, I'm going to give you a kiss. And she says, if you save the world, I'll do something else with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, hold that thought. And then he runs off and saves the world and comes back. Yes. That's quite crude as well.
I thought it was kind of a wee bit crude. I'm not a bit of a prude sometimes like that. But I did like it, though. I did like it.
It's funny. And the second one's quite crude as well. There's a bit in a tent in Glastonbury, if I remember rightly. But yeah, still, they're good movies. They're kind of fun movies.
Oh, they are. Elton John's in the second one. Remember that?
Was that?
Do you remember Elton John in the second one?
Yes.
Which was very funny.
Who's the baddie? The baddie was something you wouldn't expect.
I want to say Hugh Grant, but
no, it was a woman. It was like Amy Adams.
Oh God! Put me out of my misery.
Franchise, Golden Circle. Golden Circle. Calling for Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore was the.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. She's good. She's very good.
She's very good. Yeah. She took over from Jodie Foster.
Clarice.
And she was also in Big Lebowski as well. She played Maud Lebowski. Mr. Lebowski.
So she did. That's right. Yep. She did. Lebowski.
One of my favorite movies of all time ever. The Big Lebowski.
Likewise.
You make a mean Caucasian there, Jackie. Right. I also got back into Mr. Robot. Watching the final season 4 of that with Rami Malek. No, this is Prime. So it takes a couple of years for it to get to Prime. I think it's USA Network or something like that. Anyway, because it's produced by Universal Studios production, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. The guy that directs it, Sam Esmail. Mm-hmm. I think he's a great director, but he does these things. Just as an example, he does these things that no one does anymore, and I love it. He'll do this wide shot of the city, right? So you'll be looking down Fifth Avenue, wherever it is, and you see people walking and all that kind of stuff. And he'll do that thing that they used to do in the 70s. Remember Dirty Harry used to do this, where he would like zoom in on the main character walking down there, and then just follow the main character for 5 seconds, and then it will cut to him on the street kind of thing. I love that. I love those shots where it's this really wide thing and it does that zoom right down. And he'll do the same thing as well, where he'll pull it back out and you'll start to see the bigger picture. I love all that stuff, and I think he directs every single episode in the 4th season, and it is just.
Who was it? Who was it? The Dirty Harry director. Famous director.
Roger Corman.
No.
Dirty Harry, Don Siegel.
Don Siegel. I was going to say Don. Do you know
that? He directed.
You'll never believe me now.
No. What? Oh, he directed Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
That's right. I remember. Yes. That's right.
Age of Eternity.
Because when we were doing our top 5 sci-fi movies, and that was one of them. Yeah. And I did my research for once, and Don Siegel directed Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Dirty Harry. I was like, what? Don Siegel.
Don Siegel, yeah. 2 Meals for Sister Sarah, and also Escape from Alcatraz as well.
What a legend.
He also did some of the montage stuff for Casablanca as well.
Did he?
Yeah, apparently. So there you go.
Do you know that Rocky 4 is just one big long montage?
Is it?
Pretty much. Watch it again. It is just a massive montage.
I can't watch the Rocky movies. I watched Rocky.
Oh, Rocky movies are great.
5 years ago, and it was okay for me. There's scenes in it that are quite problematic.
Yeah, it's a bit fake looking now, but we loved the Rockies movies when
I know.
We used to watch them all the time. Or was that just me and by myself?
No.
Do you know what we got in the Oculus Quest? Actually, we downloaded Creed, the demo for Creed, the boxing game. Okay. Boy, that is fun. That's amazing. You look down at yourself, right? And I'm looking down at myself right now, and I do not have but I've got a 6-pack in virtual reality. I've got muscles that you can flex and all that. And then you look at your opponent, this big black guy, must be about 7 feet tall, and you're like, that's amazing.
Did you have to get the big light to play it?
Well, no, it's virtual reality, man. Yeah, brilliant, awesome.
No, if you're punching up in real life and you're gonna hit the big light.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I was a bit aware of that, kind of standing a little bit back. Everyone getting up to give us a coffee and I'm punching out her hand and all that.
You better be careful you don't punch out your lights.
People are still
Adam Sandler
bell again. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I watched. Oh, we watched the one episode of the X-Files as well.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember which one it was, but it's the one where they board the Queen Anne. I can't remember what it's called, but they board the Queen Anne and Mulder's back in time and Scully is in present day, and they keep meeting each other in the corridor, but at different times, and they go, "Ooh," and they get like a shiver as they pass each other in the corridor. It was really good.
I've not seen all of the X-Files.
Well, they're on
episodes.
Disney Plus.
I know. I said that to him. I was like, should watch them because I never watched them all.
Don't watch the Mothman.
Don't watch what?
The Mothman.
All right, creepy.
That still gives me the fear.
What's the one for the guy could? Was it tubes or something?
Tombs, yeah.
The Tombs.
It's called Stretch, I think, that episode.
Stretch, that's right. Aye. The guy could go through. Oh, that was creepy. I didn't like that one.
I used to have the box set of the whole first season on VHS, and they stopped making. They did one season, and that was it. They didn't release the rest of it in VHS. I'm pretty sure that's right. And then they started releasing it on DVD, because I think it was probably that point where it was like the VHS DVD crossover type bit.
Yeah. Have you still got your VHSs? You still got your VHSs?
No, I think we gave them away to a charity shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a shit. Because
we did, because
Sam's collecting them.
Yeah, because I dumped them off at the charity shop, and the woman's like, "What am I supposed to do with all these?" And I'm like, "Sell them." I don't know. But yeah, VHSs are like a huge commodity now.
I was going to say something, but I thought about
it. Squeeze, it's called. It's called Squeeze, that one.
Aye, that was creepy, that one.
Yeah, that was really creepy. Because he comes back in the second season as well. I can't remember what it's called. Is it .com? No, it's not that one. But yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I think
nice one.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
We're done. We're good. All right. I think we're on time as well, which is even better. Anyway,
I thought you hadn't noticed.
I know. Anyway, if you would like timely reminders of when we throw a new video up, then don't forget to hit that old subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know. And if you like this video, please consider hitting the old thumbs up and the share button as well. And it really helps the channel out. Both the subscription and the like and the share really helps the channel out. So you'll be doing us a huge favor. Other than that, it's free. That's the only thing we ask you to do. But yeah, I think we'll call it a day. Jody, see you tomorrow, I guess.
Tomorrow, yes. For WandaVision, watch along.
Yes.
Be there or be square.
Video. Until then, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Cheers.